Justin Kicks coming at y'all with a new video today. I want to take a second, man, just to express my opinion on some upcoming releases and some of the moves that Nike's been making. And in particularly, I want to talk about a sneaker that has been rumored to be coming back, or I guess you consider it being retroed, but in reality, it's not like it's a sneaker any of us actually were really able to ever get our hands on. The sneaker I'm talking about today is the Wu-Tang black and gold, gold and black, Killer Bee, Swarm, whatever you want to call it, the Nike Dunk High Wutang. And the reason I want to bring this up, I was watching Joe LaPuma, forget the name of the show. I watch it every week. Basically, the Complex Sneaker podcast with Matt Welty and Brandon Dunn and Joe, and they were talking about the fact that Nike is going to be releasing some of their rare sneakers from the past and making them available to the public. And I just wanted to kind of see what your all's thoughts were on it. Maybe see if I can get you all to comment on it as well, and just see what the sneaker culture thinks on this. Because I'll tell you this for myself, I don't have a problem with it at all. And the reason being is that it's a sneaker that really none of us ever thought we'd have a chance to get. And I'll be honest with you, when you talk about Real Heat or Hypebeast, this is a sneaker that's been proven that if we didn't have that Wu-Tang logo on there, I don't think anybody would really care. I was looking recently, and I'll put a picture of it up. They've got a gold and black Dunk High in a woman's version that has been available on Nike for some time that nobody really bought. And the only difference is it didn't have the Wu-Tang emblem on it. Now, I know I grew up a Wu-Tang fan. I don't know how huge people are fans of Wu-Tang right now, but is this a sneaker that, even though some people have gotten their, I guess would say, feathers ruffled over it, not just this, but like the Undefeated 4 and some other ones that are coming out, and I'm thinking to myself, with this specific Wu-Tang sneaker, does anybody really care? Is this really a hype sneaker that people really are going to go after? Or is it something that, whether they brought it back or not, would really be a big deal? Now, I'll say this, when it comes to the Galaxy foams, I do want to try to get those. When it comes to the Undefeated 4s, I do. But I don't think there's ever been, and keep in mind, I'm not a huge Dunk fan or a huge SB fan. So maybe that's why it's not really being considered a big deal to me. So, and again, this is a way early thoughts on it. I'm not even sure if they put a date out of when the sneaker is going to be released. I found some pictures for some eBay auctions, and StockX doesn't even have a sneaker that's available for bid. I saw one Wu-Tang sneaker had like a $44,000 price tag on it, something of that nature. Sotheby's website had some pictures on there, but again, based on what I'm reading, I've heard two different stories. One was that there was 36 of them made based on the 36 Chambers Wu-Tang album, and then I heard another one, it was 100 made, and they gave 50 to Wu-Tang, and then 50 was seeded to friends and family. So either way, it's extremely limited. But is it really a retro sneaker if it was never sold to the public to begin with? So, and then the thing is, again, the story that I heard from watching the podcast this week was that I guess they had made a ton of gold and black Dunk Highs and Foot Locker had them, and they weren't selling, or Champs or somebody had them, they weren't selling. And to build the hype off of that sneaker, there was a gentleman at Nike who came up with the idea to take some of them and put the Wu-Tang symbol on them to increase the hype around that colorway. And I don't know if it helps sell those out or not. Again, you can go get different variations of that colorway right now without any issue and won't be a problem. Otherwise, big short video today, really short video. I just wanted your all's opinion on the moves that Nike's making, bringing back sneakers from the past. Do you have a problem with it? Is it a big deal? I kind of feel like a lot of times people who have access to these things don't want to be released because they want to be the only ones with them. But I always came up in an era where it wasn't that hard to get a sneaker, and if you wanted a Jordan, you could go to the store and get the Jordan. That's the way I like it. That's why I like the way it is right now, is that sneakers are available. So let me know your thoughts on it. Give me your ideas on maybe if Nike's going to do this, should they do it all at one time? They should do once a year. I mean, if the Pigeon Dunk came back out this week, would you not try to get it? Would you be mad if they re-released a sneaker that you never had a chance of getting? I don't know. I don't know. Does it hurt the sneaker game to bring back out sneakers that were hard to get before? The Galaxy Foam, I want it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope they make them readily available. I hope I'm able to get my hands on them. The Undefeated 4, I hope I'm able to get my hands on it. Even if the Wu-Tang was come out, I don't know that I'll really be hyped to try to get. I may try to get them just cause, but it's not a sneaker that I'm like, oh, I hope one day Nike brings this sneaker out to the general public. It just wasn't one of those for me. So I may be in the minority on this one. I may be completely off base on this, but more than anything, I just want to know if you're cool with Nike bringing back sneakers from the past, re-releasing them or releasing them to the public where we never had a chance before. Is it a problem for you or not? And then the other thing is the Wu-Tang Clan Dunk a hype sneaker, or is it Hypebeast, or is it Real Heat? That's the other question too, because in my opinion, it's the hypest of hype, because you take that little small logo off, or I think, you think about the Rockefeller Air Force Ones. Take that logo off, it's the Air Force One. You have the Utopia Travis Scotts. You have many of these sneakers where it's just a basic sneaker, but they put that emblem on it and it changes everything. One of the more recent ones I can think of is I had the Raptor 4, the Raptor Jordan 4s, right, that came out. I had them. They didn't really sell out. They said, then they re-released them with Drake's signature on the tongue. That was the only difference. And I remember some people being hype about it when it was the exact same sneaker. So, it made, like I said, that's extreme hype to me. There's no way you can get around that. But anyway, short video today. Just wanted to give, that kind of had been on my mind after watching the podcast this week. Make sure, as always, I ask everybody to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'll be having some new videos coming out here soon. That sneaker I've been talking about in my last video, or 2 videos ago, finally came in, retro. And that's another thing. That retro sneaker that I was able to pick up, I'm more hype about that than any of these sneakers that they're talking about. So beauty is all in the eye of the beholder. So to me, the sneaker I'm going to do a review on that's a retro from the 90s, or I can't remember exactly when it came out. Yeah, it was 90s. That's much more of a Real Heat sneaker to me than a Wu-Tang Dunk or an Undefeated 4 or, the Galaxies even, So anyway, this is your man Justin Kicks. Just wanted to give you a couple minutes of my opinion on that, and make sure in the comments, hit me back, man. Let me know what you think on this. Is it a good idea for Nike to release all these grails and let everybody have a chance to get them, or should they keep them in the vault and keep the mystique about them? I'm one to let them all get out and let everybody that wants them get their hands on them. So anyway, Justin Kicks, I'm gonna get off here. Holler at you next time. Peace.